And James is here. He is an attorney in New York. James, how long ago did I first hear about you, or you first hear about us? How long ago did we first meet?
Oh, we first met in February 2020, but I've been listening for about a year and a half or 2 years before then. So probably sometime February 2018.
And I know we've had the craziness all around us with the narrative and the Great Reset and all that. But how much have you grown since I met you? How much have you grown your law practice since we first met?
Okay, yeah, I wasn't really sure where that question was going, but the the law practice, well, just from June 2021 to June 2022, for comparing those 2 months, it's 79.4%.
Really?
Really?
So you've grown 79 point, how much? 79 point what?
79.4%.
79.4% growth. Okay. And what's your
June
website?
2021 to June 2022. You know, if you give me a second, I could look up the numbers from when we first started until now, but I don't.
Yeah. Now, and what's your website for people that want to look you up, make sure you're a real person?
My website is thelawyerjames.com. Thelawyerjames.com.
Thelawyerjames.com?
Yeah, thelawyerjames.com.
Is that THE or is it DA lawyer James? Okay.
You know, we should preserve that one also. Thelawyerjames.com.
And
I don't know. I've said that so many times, and people do dlawyerjames.com. I don't know how to do it.
No. How did you initially hear about us? How did that happen?
Through a friend of mine who was an accountant, and I had worked with a couple of different coaching companies before that. And they were great in terms of motivation, but the issue that I was missing was what to do when step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5.
Well, I thought what we could do right now is we'll just kind of walk people through what we've done to help your business. And that way people out there, if anybody's out there is listening, and people always say, you know, what do you do? What exactly, if I'm a business consulting client, what exactly do you do? Well, first, step 1, folks, I need talent. I need a male model like James DeCristofaro. So if you go to thelawyerjames.com, if you're not this beautiful, don't fill out the form. Don't waste your time or my time. We have to find a male model of the caliber of James DeCristofaro. Now, so what you do is, I'm going to walk you through the steps. Okay. So folks, we go to thrivetimeshow.com, and you can see I've been doing this since 2006. You know, I didn't realize when I built my first successful company, DJconnection.com, that most people didn't have successful companies, or companies that were stuck. I didn't know that. And so when I built DJconnection.com, and then I went on to build epicphotos.com, these are both companies I don't own anymore. And then when I went on to build elephantintheroom.com, and just, I could go on and on alphabetically listing companies. I just went through the D, E, E. But anyway, so growing companies is sort of what I do. And that's my skill set. So in 2006, great people like James began reaching out to me because I was doing speaking events for companies like Farmers Insurance or Maytag or Valspar. And people at the conference would go, wow, you taught specifically what I need to do to grow my business. Can I hire you? And so what I do is I charge people $1,700 per month. So $1,700 per month. And I typically also get a small percentage of the growth. Now, you don't have to be a partner to work with me. But James, how long have you and I worked together? Because our program is month to month, but how long have we worked together then?
Since February 2020. So that's 2 years and 4 or 5 months.
Okay. And on thrivetimeshow.com, if you click testimonials, I've got thousands of testimonials of great clients just like James who we've helped to grow their companies. But I want to hone in on the James business. Okay. So step 1, if you want to schedule a consultation, you just go up here, and then there's a button here. You look here and you say, I'm looking for business coaching, and you just get started right here, and you schedule a consultation. That's how it works. You just business coaching, you click on get started. A lot of confusion there. Business coaching, click right here, get started. That's how you do it. Okay. And then we'll schedule a consultation. The consultation is always free, and it's always with me. And I only work with 160 clients because I want to make sure you achieve financial freedom and time freedom. And it's hard to do that if my team can't focus on our clients. So we only have 160 clients I work with. So step 1 is we want to improve the brand. I want to improve the brand. Now, the brand would be like your website, your business cards, your print pieces, anything that the clients see, anything that potential clients would see. James, have we done work on your website? Tell people out there, what kind of work has my team done for you?
Everything, complete revamping, everything that you see on that, your team did, from the simplicity of thelawyer.james.com, which is in the top left there. You see it, the
Yep.
Lawyer James words in the circle. Love that. They also, put that little play button. They did everything with the website, but things of note, we got client video testimonials up there. We have our About Us video, which you just pulled up. We've also got in the news. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see the media. Those are video testimony. We got video testimonials. We've got the Google, what do you call them? The Google Google reviews. I've got over 350 5-star Google reviews. And
now, so step one, though, is we go in there and we improve the branding. That's step one, and we get that to now, and again, we need to optimize your Google map. Okay. We need to optimize your Google map. We need to optimize the social media. And this is all part of the, because again, if you have people that come to your website and they, aren't wowed, or if they're unimpressed, then they don't fill out the form. Now step two is we have to do marketing. Now, James, we create a three-legged marketing stool. We create a three-legged marketing stool. Now, where are you based, James?
I'm in Manhattan, New York City.
For anybody out there that doesn't know, are there any people in Manhattan that are not attorneys?
Yes, there are.
I mean, how competitive is the attorney market in New York, honestly?
It is very, very competitive. Just you do Google search for yourself and you'll find pages and pages and pages of attorneys.
Okay. And so we go in there and we do the search engine optimization. We build a social media marketing campaign. In your case, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we're doing search engine optimization. You have, the ongoing social media, online reputation management, and then you have mailers that you do. So is that correct?
That's right. Yeah.
I don't want to get into all the nitty gritty of all that. We'll help you with that. But do you ever get calls now from the internet? Does that happen?
So, I do a weekly tracking sheet, and I used to send out about 100 mailers a week. Now I send out about 2,000 per week. And my traction rate from the mailers is between, I would say, 2 and 10 leads per week. And from the internet search engine optimization stuff that you've been doing for us, double, triple, quadruple, or if not more than that. So I get between, I would say, 5 and 30 per the online leads.
Now, obviously, you're an attorney, so you're incredible with math. But I mean, it would seem as though for people that maybe aren't quite as incredible with math, it would seem as though that's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So again, step one, we improve the branding. Step two, we create a three-legged marketing stool. Step three, we want to create a turnkey sales process. And this would be like the sales scripts. What do you say on the phone? This would be, we need to create sales scripts. We need to create, emails, like email autoresponders. We need to create the one sheet. It's like your value proposition. We need to create the pricing model. I mean, it's just, a lot that goes into that. And then after that, we want to go ahead and create a tracking sheet, because you have to measure what you treasure. Now, measuring the results, does that help you on a daily basis? Just kind of know where you're at. Do you like that? Does it irritate you? What are your thoughts on the tracking sheet?
It does irritate me, but I do like it because I need the accountability for my weekly call with Andrew. So while it's I would guess it's a labor of love, but I love to see the numbers at the end of the day, because then it shows me where I need to focus, where I need to put some energy, what we're doing right, what we need to tweak.
And then next we have to do is we have to focus on hiring, inspiring, training, and retaining top talent. A lot of people say, I can't find good employees. And we have created a system for that. We implement this thing called the group interview. There's a lot. You got to create the job posts that get people to fill out, the form. You got to create a group interview. It's an interview process. We have to create, there's a lot. We create a shadow process. But at the end of the day, James, how has the group interview impacted your ability to find good people or find people?
Well, when I do it, it's great. It should be done weekly. I first started doing them out of your office there in Oklahoma, and I absolutely loved it. So that's the next thing that I'm very excited to do here. And, in New York as we grow, because as you know, we had to get the systems in place to manage the growth. And finally we got that. And I love it. I love conducting the group interview process. And you can see immediately who the good fit is, who the people are, what they think like, they ask you questions the whole time, and then who shows up late. And that's also an important thing to know as well.
And then the next thing we want to do is we want to create an accounting process, a system to measure what you treasure. And again, with some clients really like us to go deep into their financials and really get in there. Some clients don't like us to get as close into their numbers. Everyone's got their own flow. But James, how has that helped you, just having somebody that's available to talk about the numbers, look at the math, figure out where money's going? How has that impacted you?
That very short answer is that it's impacted tremendously. And the reasons how, I can get a little bit deeper into this, is after reading several books on your book list and talking with Andrew about them, and it for every dollar that comes in, you see where it goes and how it's spent. So
right.
If you're wondering why at the end of the month or the week or the day you don't have any money left in your bank account to do payroll, to take your significant other out to dinner, or to spend any money at all to improve the business, then it's very telling once you look at that, once you look at your numbers.
Now, again, we've worked with you for a long time, and so you've attended the workshops, you've benefited from the podcast, the one-on-one consultations. How would you describe the workshop? If there's anybody out there, I'm going to put a link here. If people are thinking about coming to the workshop, how would you describe the workshop experience?
It's like being fed in the mouth with a fire hose about all the information that you need to know to run a business. It's like your 500, I don't know, I forget the name of the checklist, but you have one if you want to sell your business. Yeah. And that thing is just, I read the first 10 or 20 items of it, I started getting a headache, but in a good way, because it just shows you how much you need, how much you don't know, what you need to do to be successful. And it's a proven, if you want the proven formula for success, you attend one of these workshops. But it's not just one of these things where you go and attend and you get credit for attending and all of a sudden, life is going to be easier. That's the first part of it. The second part of it is, there's a system that you need to implement. And that's where it's simple, but it's not easy.
Now, our program is to work with people that are sufficiently motivated. I am not a motivational program. And in fact, I've had clients who've told me, they said, Clay, what you've taught me is demotivational. It actually, knowing what I need to do is actually not motivational at all, but the success feels great. The money's good. I love the money. I love the growth. I love the success. But I guess I wanted a lot of clients will tell me they thought that the answers I would give them would perhaps be more motivational, but I break it down into a step-by-step system. How would you explain implementing the step-by-step system as a client for anybody out there that's, maybe considering scheduling a consultation?
Well, I have a perfect example. I remember I came into the office there on a Saturday and I had lost a couple of sales that I should have gotten. And you said, come on in here. And you diagrammed out the sales process for me. And I said, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to do it. I said, yeah, I said, I'm not going to, but I did, because I know that, it would have made sense for me to do it. And I did do it, and it just worked wonders. So the reason why I say that, and I say it that way, is because even though it might not sound intuitively correct, it's a proven path. Clay knows what he's doing. If you just do what he says in the time frame that he says to do it, you will get results.
Now, 96% of businesses, according to Inc. magazine, fail within their first 10 years. And I'm going to put a link here. And you've seen people, James, file bankruptcy as an attorney. I mean, you've seen this, and I'm not attacking anybody out there that's gone into bankruptcy, but most businesses fail by default. I don't think people maybe think about that a lot. And the way I explain what I do for people is, imagine that we had a minefield. Okay. So I'm going to pull up. It's like, imagine that you were running down a field. Okay. This is the field. You click here, you look at you're in a field. Okay. And you go, and imagine I've already gone through the field. I've already made my way through here and here, and I made it through the end, and I'm here. Woo. And there's mines on the way, but I know where the mines are and the mines aren't. It might make sense to follow the guy that knows how to make it through mines. Yeah, not mimes. Not mimes. Not a lot of miming These are the explosive devices. So,
Oh,
but if there's somebody who has made it through the minefield of life and had success, and you could just follow them down the path and not blow up, that would be great. Another way to look at this would be like, if you look at like a mountain path, if you're somebody out there and you're like, gosh, I want to get to the top of the mountain, but I don't want to fall off and die. And I want to get there before nightfall. If you have an experienced guide who's gone down the path, you can have them lead you down the path, and it just gets done. It makes sense. Nobody dies in the process. And I think a lot of people in business, they fail because they just don't know how to scale their business. They don't know the proven processes. They don't know the systems. Now, once we get the accounting in place, the marketing and the sales and tracking, now we have to create systems for everything. And by doing that, that's what creates time freedom. That would be checklists. That would be workflows. That would be processes. This would be documents. These are all the things you need. And if you are out there today and you say, I want to grow my business now. Woo! Okay, that's great. I'm glad you're excited. What you want to do is you want to go to right here, thrivetimeshow.com. You can do /EOFire. You can schedule a one-on-one consultation, or you can come out to one of our workshops. And our workshops are the highest rated small business workshops on the planet. James, for anybody out there that's thinking about filling out the form, thinking about needing help to grow their business, what would you say to them, sir?
Do it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now, again, not everybody can hide behind their physical beauty in the way that James can. So if you're out there today and you're like me, where you don't have the beauty thing working for you like James, I mean, James could be an actor. I mean, a lot of people, I'm sure, do business with James just because he's a beautiful man. But for anybody out there who's a mere mortal like myself, I encourage you to fill out the form. We work with a lot of great and normal people just like James. And James, I'll give you the final word. Anybody out there that's thinking about working with us, what would you say?
Read whatever Clay tells you to read. Read whatever Clay's team tells you to read. And I've got 3 books that I think should have been lumped into one. They're all by Robert Kiyosaki. They're great books. One of them is Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
The next one is Increase Your Financial IQ. And the one after that is The Cash Flow Quadrant. They're amazing books. The guy was homeless, living out of his car, building a new business, built it. At one point, a few years later, he purchased $85 million worth of real estate. And he's just a great inspiration, I think, for everybody, and talks about some of the keys that you need.
And again, that's Cash Flow Quadrant. I'll put a link there to it.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Increase Your Financial IQ, and Cash Flow Quadrant. All 3 of those books by Robert Kiyosaki. Hey,
listen here, you are bringing these in fast. You give me just a second. So this is okay. So I got the link to the Cash Flow Quadrant, and you said Financial IQ is the next book.
So there's the first one was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and then the one after that was Increase Your Financial IQ. Increase
your financial IQ. Increase your financial IQ. I see it. Ooh. Okay, Rich Dad's. Okay, I see it. Putting a link to it right now. Feeling the flow. Working it. Linking it. Putting the link. Oh, got it right there. And again, folks, if you're out there, you're saying, I don't know where to start. I mean, the thing is, the mind is what the mind is fed. So if you are out there putting books in your mind, and there's a lot of stuff out there. I mean, there's Ty Lopez, and there's all this motivational stuff that, it feels good. It's exciting, but do you leave actually knowing what to do? I don't know. I just know our program, it's month to month.
Definitely
what I do. What's that?
Definitely excited.
That's right.
You don't know what
link here. This is a Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay. And then, James, for anybody out there that's looking for an attorney in New York, if they want to get a hold of you, do you work with clients all over the country, or just New York, or how does that process look there?
All over the country. It just depends on what the case is about. But yeah, the best thing to do is just to give a call, 212-500-1891, 212-500-1891, 212-500-1891. And, we have folks standing by that will answer your phone at any time, phone call, and you can just schedule a 10-minute call with me.
And James, I guess my final question would be here. What kind of cases do you want to work with, and what kind of cases do you not want to work with, just so we don't, waste your time or somebody else's time?
Yeah, so it's primarily business litigation and real estate. Business litigation is, for instance, a breach of contract case, something like that, or a case where an investor invests cash and has trouble recovering it, or real estate transactions in New York, commercial and residential, and commercial disputes, when two businesses fight each other.
I think a lot of people, James, are going to struggle with the spelling of your last name. Could you walk us through the spelling of your last name?
Sure. It's DeCristofaro is the way you say it. The spelling is DeCristoFaro, F like Frank, ARO, DeCristofaro.
And James, you've worked with our team for a long time. I mean, you met our photographers and our videographers and our web team. How would you describe the web photography, video, all the stuff we include with the consulting?
I've got one word for it, and it's accommodating. There are more words: professional, accommodating, skilled.
James, I tell you what, you are looking like you smell terrific, and I appreciate you being here with me. And I will talk to you soon. All right.
All right, Clay. Thanks very much.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Oh.
The number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year. We are Jared and Jennifer Johnson. We own Platinum Pest and Lawn and are located in Owasso, Oklahoma. And we have been working with Thrive for business coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to share some wins with you guys that we've had by working with Thrive. First of all, we're on the top page of Google now. Okay. I just want to let you know what type of accomplishment this is. Our competition, Orkin, Terminex, they're both $1.3 billion companies. They both have 2,000 to 3,000 pages of content attached to their website. So to basically go from virtually non-existent on Google to up on the top page is really saying something. But that's come by being diligent to the systems that Thrive has, by being consistent and diligent on doing podcasts and staying on top of those podcasts to really help with getting up on with their listing and ranking there with Google.
And also we've been trying to get Google reviews, asking our customers for reviews. And now we're the highest rated and most reviewed pest and lawn company in the Tulsa area. And that's really helped with our conversion rate. And the number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year.
Wait, say that again. How much are we up?
411%.
Okay, so 411% we're up with our new customers. Amazing.
Right. So not only do we have more customers calling in, we're able to close those deals at a much higher rate than we were before. Right now, our closing rate is about 85%, and that's largely due to, first of all, like our Google reviews that we've gotten people really see that our customers are happy, but also we have a script that we follow. And so when customers call in, they get all the information that they need. That script has been refined time and time again. It wasn't a one and done deal. It was a system that we followed with Thrive in the refining process, and that has obviously the 411% shows that system works.
Yeah. So here's a big one for you. So last week alone, our booking percentage was 91%. We actually booked more deals, more new customers last year than we did the first 5 months. Or I'm sorry, we booked more deals last week than we did the first 5 months of last year from before we worked with Thrive. So again, we booked more deals last week than the first 5 months of last year. And it's incredible. But the reason why we have that success is by implementing the systems that Thrive has taught us and helped us out with. So.
Some of those systems that we've implemented are group interviews. That way we've really been able to come up with a really great team. We've created and implemented checklists. That way everything gets done and it gets done right. It creates accountability. We're able to make sure that everything gets done properly, both out in the field and also in our office. And also doing the podcast, like Jared had mentioned, that has really, really contributed to our success. But that, like I said, the diligence and consistency in doing those and that system has really, really been a big blessing in our lives. And also, it's really shown that we've gotten the success from following those systems.
Yeah. So before working with Thrive, we were basically stuck. Really no new growth with our business. And we were in a rut and we didn't know.
The last 3 years, our customer base had pretty much stayed the same. We weren't shrinking, but we weren't really growing either.
Yeah, and so we didn't really know where to go, what to do, how to get out of this rut that we're in. But Thrive helped us with that. They implemented those systems. They taught us those systems. They taught us the knowledge that we needed in order to succeed. Now it's been a grind. Absolutely, it's been a grind this last year. But we're getting those fruits from that hard work and the diligent effort that we're able to put into it. So again, we were in a rut. Thrive helped us get out of that rut. And if you're thinking about working with Thrive, quit thinking about it and just do it. Do the action, and you'll get the results. It will take hard work and discipline, but that's what it's going to take in order to really succeed. So we just want to give a big shout out to Thrive, a big thank you out there to Thrive. We wouldn't be where we're at now without their help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Moore. I'm a pediatric dentist. Through our new digital marketing plan, we have seen a marked increase in the number of new patients that we're seeing every month, year over year. One month, for example, we went from 110 new patients the previous year to over 180 new patients in the same month. And overall, our average is running about 40 to 42% increase month over month, year over year. The group of people required to implement our new digital marketing plan is immense, starting with a business coach, videographers, photographers, web designers. Back when I graduated dental school in 1985, nobody advertised. The only marketing that was ethically allowed in everybody's eyes was mouth-to-mouth marketing. By choosing to use the services, you're choosing to use a proven turnkey marketing and coaching system that will grow your practice and get you the results that you're looking for. I went to the University of Oklahoma College of Dentistry, graduated in 1983, and then I did my pediatric dental residency at Baylor College of Dentistry from 1983 to 1985.
Hello, my name is Charles Kolaw with Kolaw Fitness. Today I want to tell you a little bit about Clay Clark and how I know Clay Clark. Clay Clark has been my business coach since 2017. He's helped us grow from 2 locations to now 6 locations. We're planning to do 7 locations in 7 years and then franchise. And Clay has done a great job of helping us navigate anything that has to do with like running the business, building the systems, the checklists, the workflows, the audits, how to navigate lease agreements, how to buy property, how to work with brokers and builders. This guy is just amazing. He's this kind of guy has worked in every single industry. He's written books with like Lee Crockrell, head of Disney, with the 40,000 cast members. He's friends with like Mike Lindell. He does Reawaken America tours where he does these tours all across the country where 10,000 or more people show up to some of these tours. On the day-to-day, he does anywhere from about 160 companies. He's at the top. He has a team of business coaches, videographers, and graphic designers and web developers, and they run 160 companies every single week. So think of this guy with a team of business coaches running 160 companies. So in the weekly, he's running 160 companies. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's doing Reawaken America tours. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's also doing business conferences where 200 people show up, and he teaches people a 13-step proven system that he's done and worked with billionaires, helping them grow their companies. So I've seen guys from startups go from startup to being multimillionaires, teaching people how to get time freedom and financial freedom through the system. Critical thinking, document creation, putting it into organizing everything in their head to building into a franchisable, scalable business. Like one of his businesses has like 500 franchises. That's just one of the companies or brands that he works with. So amazing guy. Elon Musk kind of like smart guy. He kind of comes off sometimes as socially awkward, but he's so brilliant and he's taught me so much. When I say that, like Clay is like, he doesn't care what people think when you're talking to him. He cares about where you're going in your life and where he can get you to go. And that's what I like him most about him. He's like a good coach. A coach isn't just making you feel good all the time. A coach is actually helping you get to the best you. And Clay has been an amazing business coach. Through the course of that, we became friends. I was really most impressed with him is when I was shadowing him one time. We went into a business deal and listened to it. I got to shadow and listen to it. And when we walked out, I knew that he could make millions on the deal. And they were super excited about working with him. And he told me, he's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to turn it down because he knew it was going to harm the common good of people in the long run. And the guy's integrity just really wowed me. It brought tears to my eyes to see that this guy, his highest desire was to do what's right. And anyways, just an amazing man. So anyways, impacted me a lot. He's helped navigate anytime I've got nervous or worried about how to run the company or, navigating competition and an economy that's like, I remember we got closed down for 3 months. He helped us navigate on how to stay open, how to get back open, how to just survive through all the COVID shutdowns, lockdowns.
I'm Rachel with Tip Top Canine, and we just want to give a huge thank you to Clay and Vanessa Clark.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan with Tip Top Canine. Just want to say a big thank you to Thrive 15. Thank you to Make Your Life Epic. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and really just appreciate how far you've taken us. This is our old house, right? This is where we used to live a few years ago. This is our old neighborhood. As you can see, it's nice, right? So this is my old van and our old school marketing, and this is our old team. And by team, I mean it's me and another guy.
This is our new house with our new neighborhood.
This is our new van with our new marketing, and this is our new team. We went from 4 to 14, and I took this beautiful photo. We worked with several different business coaches in the past, and they were all about helping Ryan sell better and just teaching sales, which is awesome, but Ryan is a really great salesman. So we didn't need that. We needed somebody to help us get everything that was in his head out into systems, into manuals and scripts, and actually build a team. So now that we have systems in place, we've gone from 1 to 10 locations in only a year.
In October 2016, we grossed 13 grand for the whole month. Right now it's 2018, the month of October. It's only the 22nd. We've already grossed a little over 50 grand for the whole month, and we still have time to go. We're just thankful for you, thankful for Thrive and your mentorship, and we're really thankful that you guys have helped us to grow a business that we run now instead of the business running us. Just thank you times 1,000.
The Thrive Time Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the highest and most reviewed business workshops on the planet. You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on-hot coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
Hey, I'm Ryan Wimpy with Tip Top Canine, and I'm the founder.
I'm Rachel Wimpy, and I am a co-founder.
So we've been running Tip Top for about the last 14 years, franchising for the last 3-4 years. So someone that'd be a good fit for Tip Top loves dogs, they're high energy, they want to be able to own their own job, but they don't want to worry about, that high failure rate. They want to do that like bowling with bumper lanes.
So you give us a call, reach out to us, we'll call you, and then we'll send you an FDD, look over that, read it, fall asleep to it, it's very boring, and then we'll book a discovery day, and you come and you can spend a day or to with us, make sure that you actually like it, make sure training dogs is something that you want to do.
So an FDD is a franchise disclosure document. It's a federally regulated document that goes into all the nitty-gritty details of what the franchise agreement entails.
So who would be a good fit to buy a Tip Top Canine would be somebody who loves dogs, who wants to work with dogs all day as their profession. You'll make a lot of money, you'll have a lot of fun, it's very rewarding. And who would not be a good fit is a cat person.
So the upfront cost for Tip Top is $43,000. And a lot of people say they're generating doctor money, but on our disclosure, the numbers are anywhere from over $1 million a year in dog training, what our Oklahoma City location did last year, to 25, 35 grand a month.
To train and get trained by us for Tip Top Canine, to run your own Tip Top Canine, you would be with us for 6 weeks here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So we've been married for 7 years.
8 years.
8 years. So if you're watching this video, you're like, hey, maybe I want to be a dog trainer. Hey, that one sounds super amazing. Go to our website, tiptopcanine.com, click on the yellow franchising tab, fill out the form, and Rachel and I will give you a call. Our Oklahoma City location last year, they did over $1 million. He's been running that shop for 3 years. Before, he was a youth pastor with 0 sales experience, 0 dog training experience before he ever met with us.
So just call us, come spend a day with us, spend a couple days with us, make sure you like training dogs, and own your own business.
Well, the biggest reason to buy a Tip Top Canine is so you own your own job and you own your own future, and you don't hate your life. You get an enjoyable job that brings a lot of income, but is really rewarding.
My name is Seth Flint, and I had originally heard about Tip Top Canine through my old pastors who I worked for. They trained their Great Pyrenees with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. They did a phenomenal job and became really good friends with Ryan and Rachel. I was working at a local church, and it was a great experience. I ended up leaving there and working with Ryan and Tip Top Canine. The biggest thing that I really enjoy about being self-employed is that I can create my own schedule. I have the ability to spend more time with my family, my wife and my daughter. So my very favorite thing about training dogs with Tip Top Canine is that I get to work with the people. Obviously, I love working with dogs, but it's just so rewarding to be able to train a dog that had serious issues, whether it's behavioral or whatever, and seeing a transformation, taking that dog home, and mom and dad are literally in tears because of how happy they are with the training. If somebody is interested, I'd say don't hesitate. Make sure you like dogs. Make sure that you enjoy working with people, because we're not just dog trainers. We are customer service people that help dogs, and so definitely don't hesitate. Just come in and ask questions. Ask all the questions you have.